Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to start a live stream with your YouTube channel in OBS. Here we go. Check it out. All right, so maybe you're a church planter or you're a business owner, or maybe you're just a solo content creator, entrepreneur trying to get into the live stream game. I want to share a few things with you that I've learned and some simple tricks that will get you up and running relatively quickly. And so, first off, I understand how frustrating it can be to start a live stream. All right, there's a lot of little things you have to learn, and if you don't get something right, it could keep you from live streaming altogether. And then once you are live streaming, ultimately, there's a lot of variables to get into place as well, that being video, lighting, audio, and many other factors like your stream key and your video sources, audio sources, all set up in the computer. But I'm going to show you some things that I've learned along the way. Number one, what we're going to do is we're going to open up Safari, or maybe it's Chrome, whatever you might be using, and we're going to go to our YouTube channel, right? So first off, you do have to have a YouTube channel created. And so if you have one that has some history, that'll probably be better for you because you can get up and running a little faster. But if you just created your YouTube channel, there are some things, verification processes that you'll have to go through, your phone number being one of them. It might ask for a valid ID and you upload that and you have to wait for them to get back to you and you can get that going. But it is sometimes a couple days, or it could even be a month or two until you can get that live stream feature unlocked. All right. So if you have some history and you've uploaded videos and you've got a lot of stuff going, then it can be relatively easy. And so I'm going to show you with this channel. I just created this channel. It's a fitness channel, Open Gym Fitness, and it is a channel that I have yet to do much with. As you can see, the last video I uploaded 5 days ago. All right, not much there, right? We got one view, not great. But anyways, it is something, it's a side project I'm working on. But I'm going to show you how to create a live stream here. So you're going to go up here to the right upper corner, click create, and you'll have these options: upload video, go live, create post, new playlist, new podcast. We're going to click go live. All right, and then this screen should pop up. This is probably new for me, or showing for me here because I have not gone live on this YouTube channel before. But check it out. It says, welcome to the new YouTube live control room. When do you want to go live? Right? I want to go live right now, or do you want to go live at a later date? Right? We can schedule a stream. So if you know, like, hey, Fridays at noon we go live and we have our live Q&A about whatever it might be. You could schedule that in, and then your audience can see that, and if they're subscribed to you. All right, but we're going to go live right now. So we're going to click start, and then it asks you here, pick the type of stream to begin. Now, if you have a built-in webcam, and if you're using Chrome, all right, so you do have to use Google Chrome, you can go live with your webcam. If you have a Mac computer, an Apple computer, you're going to have to get Chrome, because I'll just show you right here. If you click go, it says your current browser doesn't support webcam streaming. All right, so download Chrome. All right, but we're not going to do that today. So let's go back here, go live. All right, we want to go live now, and we're going to click this streaming software. So it requires additional software, that being OBS in this instance. And it can add overlays, new graphics, and more. And that's why we want to use OBS in the first place anyways. We click go, and then this screen will pop up here, and this is going to be your live stream platform, really. So if you go live here, you're going to see your content, your video up here, and then you're going to have your live chat over here in the corner. But here, if we click edit, some things to note, right? If you wanted to have a title, right? Open Gym Fitness live stream, a little description below. Join us for a live Q&A, right? So something like that. How do you want to go live? We already chose streaming software. Visibility, if you want this to be live to your audience and other viewers to find you, obviously we need to click public. But if you're trying to shoot a live stream that you wanted to edit later on or something like that, I suppose you could go private, or just for a test like we're going to do right now, we'll keep it private as well. So that's pretty easy. Selecting your category, you know, whatever we want to do here. We'll select sports because this is kind of sports related. Then we could upload a thumbnail as well. So creating a thumbnail for your live stream is going to help you with audience, at least attraction, getting them to click on your live stream. So having something pre-made that you can pop in there. If you want that to be saved to a playlist, you can add that there. Audience, no, it's not made for kids. And all kinds of other stuff. If you got paid promotion, right? Allowing automatic chapters, automatic places, concepts. We can add tags here. Now tags, they can help a little bit, right? We want to put in tags. We want gym, fitness, strength training, stuff like that, right? And then our language, you can select, right? English, we are United States English. And so stuff like that, right? You don't have to put all of that in, but I suppose it could help, right? Customization. Here is a good tab to note, right? If you want live chat on, you turn it on, turn it off. If you want live chat replay, meaning if someone watches this live stream after it is done being live, they can go back and watch it and they can actually see the chat in real time. So you could have that checked. Participant modes, right? Who can send messages in the chat? Anyone. That means literally anybody if they pop into your live stream. You can select subscribers. I think I like this option here. And then it's minimum subscribe time. So they have to have at least been subscribed to your channel for 5 minutes before they can make a post. And what this will allow you to have some control over is not having a bunch of spammy, trolling type content where someone can just pop in and say a bunch of crude, mean, rude things, right? There's people out there that will do that, and that's what they do. They don't have a life, whatever. So putting something like that kind of creates a barrier, and then you can also change that to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or you can even make a custom duration, right? And make that however you want, hours, days, weeks, months, years even, right? So that's pretty cool. And then you can, of course, select, live commentary, approved users, and you could approve people. So there's that. Live reactions, you could have that on or off. If someone hearts your video or something like that, it'll show on the screen. And then message delay. How long do you want participants to wait between sending messages, right? Do you want to put a restriction where they can comment every 60 seconds, right? Or do you want to put just as much as they want, you don't have anything? So that's some good stuff to know. And then you also might have a feature, depending on your channel and where you're at in your channel growth, you might have a monetization tab here as well, where you can check on monetization for the live stream or keep it off. And that's up to you. But anyways, we'll save that. That's just kind of your basics. Down here, right on this right panel, we got enable DVR, right? What that means is someone can actually rewind mid live stream. If they pop in 5 minutes late, they can rewind to the beginning. Or if you have it checked off, if someone comes in 5 minutes late, they're going to be there live with you in real time as it's going live. All right, and then other things I like to note, this unlist live replay once stream ends, right? So maybe you want to upload a better quality. Maybe you're recording in 4K with your cameras, the same event that you're live streaming as well, and you want to re-upload that in 4K. You could actually check this, that it will unlist it once it ends. So your live stream was live during that event, but then it actually pulls it off so nobody can watch it after the event's over until maybe you upload that better quality video. I think that's a good option for like ministries. So there's that. And then we got down here, stream latency. So just a couple things to know, right? Normal latency is going to give you better quality video, but it will have a lag time in between when people comment and when you see it. So you might see it, but it's, a minute or 2 minutes later. Maybe it won't be that late, but there is a lag. It's not real time. It's going to give you better quality. Low latency is going to have better, or it's going to have a little less quality video, still good quality video, and it's going to be near real-time comments. So when someone comments on it, it might be 20-second delay until you see it, maybe a 10-second delay even, right? And then ultra low latency is going to have the lowest quality video, but then it's going to have the fastest response time, and it's like pretty much real time. It's literally, I tested it the other day, it's about 3 seconds delayed from when you send the comment to when you see it, about 3 seconds there. And so that's pretty cool, at least good stuff to note, right? So if you wanted a better quality video stream and you're not super concerned about live stream chat, keep normal latency, you'll have a better quality video. If you want to interact with people in real time, maybe it's something that's more personal, ultra low latency. And then if you wanted something in between there, that low latency is going to be good. All right, and then we want to select our stream key. All right, we'll create a new stream key just for the heck of it, right? Test stream. We won't add a description to it. And I want to stream in 1080p. And then just note down here too, when we turn on manual settings for stream resolution, it tells us what our bit rates should be. And this is important to note, right? Especially if you're trying to go 4K. You need 13 megabits per second to 30 megabits per second of upload speed, all right? So your download speed for your internet might be 300 megabits per second. That's great, but what's your upload speed? A way to figure that out, if you go to, just type into your internet browser, right? Go here, fast.com. It's free, and it'll show you in just a few seconds. You can see it here on my screen, right? And this is the download speed. So if you see this and you're like, oh man, we got plenty of bandwidth, right? 1 gigabyte per second. That's great. But click show more info, and down here on the right, you'll see your upload speed, all right? And so my speed, I have fiber internet. It is going to be pretty fast. And so you can see right there, 890 megabits per second, which is lightning fast. All right, so that's really good, but yours might not be that, so you just want to check that. So again, this is your download speed. So when you are streaming someone else's video and you're downloading content to your computer or device, that's the speed that you're using. 300 gigabyte or megabits per second, it's going to be good. But what's your upload speed? If your upload speed's like 3, 4, 10 megabits per second, you're not going to be able to do 4K. As we can see here, we need 13 to 30 megabits per second. And then we can see on down the line. All right, 1080p is going to be great, but just note 3000 kilobits per second, that's 3 megabits per second to 6000 kilobits per second, or 6 megabits per second. So we're going to select 1080p, which is good. All right, then if you want to turn on 60 frames per second option, you could do that. All right, it's going to be a little more quality content, but it will need a little more bandwidth for your internet and bit rate. But so that's something to note. Create that stream key. And then what we're going to have down here underneath it is our actual stream key. And so we can go here, we hit copy. All right, and so for right now, we're done on the YouTube side. All right, now we're going to go over here to OBS. All right, I have a clean kind of setup here for OBS. All I did here was I created this scene. So you do need to create a scene inside of OBS. Real easy, just click this plus button. All right, scene 2, and then there you go. You got a scene, right? So I'm going to get rid of scene 2 though, just because we don't need it. But I have this YouTube Live. I just titled it that. I don't have anything else set up yet, but I'm going to show you how to do it very quickly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually add a source, because you need a source for the video and you need an audio source as well. So we're going to click this plus button. Video capture device is going to be our video, and we're going to call this Sony ZV-E10 because that's the camera that is actually going to be the source. All right. And then right there, Sony, this is the ZV-E10. You're going to see it pop up right over here. All right. So that's plugged in. That's just a Sony ZV-E10. It's a camera that has a USB streaming option. It's a real nice camera for live streaming. So if you're looking for a good camera, check it out. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check that out for yourself. But it's just connected USB-C Thunderbolt 4 cable to my Mac Studio into the USB-C port there. Very quick, very easy. All right, and then what we can do here is our preset. All right, we want to put high on there, and we're going to click OK. Now what we can see here, right, it's not taking up the whole screen. So this whole black screen is what your audience will see. And so you do want to note this, all right? And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to click this, right click, resize output source size. There we go. And that takes care of that. All right, the next thing we want to add in here is we want to add our audio input capture. All right, and so we'll just call this we'll call this our Rode mic. All right, there we go. All right, and so this is actually going to be the this is going to be our Rode video go-to mic that's going to be on our camera. And so you can select that. So whatever microphone you have selected, or whatever microphone you have on your camera, that's going to be what it is when you select your camera for the audio. So if you don't have a microphone added to it, this is going to be the camera mic. All right, we got other options too. Volt 2, that would be this microphone that I'm speaking into right now. Then we could also have our different options as well. But we're going with the ZV-E10, hit OK. And then we can see here we got audio levels. So that's pretty good. It looks good. We want to be right there, kind of maybe, yeah, that looks good. All right, but if this was up here in the yellow or red, we'd want to actually turn that down a little bit, but this looks good here. All right, so we have our audio, we have our video source. This is very simple, right? So this is just the start. And then what we want to do is go back to our YouTube, make sure we copy the stream key. All right, now we're going back to OBS, and then we're going to go into the settings tab of OBS. And so what we're going to do, we want to go to stream. All right, and here in OBS, you can stream from a number of sources, right? We got Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, Restream, Twitter, and then you can look at this huge list, right? So whatever platform you want to use, OBS probably can do it. So again, a big list there. We're going to go to YouTube RTMPS. All right, and then we got that selected. And then what we want to do is we're going to use stream key. All right, you could connect your YouTube account as well. Might be easier that way, but I'm just going to show you this way. We're going to delete whatever stream key was in there, and we're going to paste in our new stream key. And before you do anything else, make sure you hit apply so that stream key saves. All right, then let's check our output real quick before we go live. Right, we want to go 1080 because that's what we're trying to stream in. Our bit rate down here is going to be important. Remember, 3,000 to 6,000 kilobits per second. So we'll go towards 5,000 because we know we have the bandwidth on our computer or our internet speed to do it. And then our keyframe interval, set that to 2 seconds. Profile high should be good. If B frames is checked, just uncheck it. It's just not necessary for live stream purposes. If you were recording, you could select what you want to record here. We could record in a higher quality if you wanted to. Our audio bit rate, and actually YouTube 160 is the recommended maximum bit rate for audio. So setting that to 160 should be good. And we'll just set them all there just to be safe, right? Again, hitting apply when we're done with these settings. Make sure they're all set still. All right, our audio, our video. All right, and you can see here it's scaled to 720. All right, and then also, so we can set it to 1080. It was set to 720 there. And then also our frames per second. So whatever we're shooting in, right, on your camera, if you're 24 frames per second, which is what I am using right now, you want to make sure it matches here. If it's 30 frames per second, if it's 60 frames per second, you can see your different options. 24 frames per second for a person talking live stream or a church service should be more than plenty. And also just Just note the higher frames per second, that means the more data you're sending as well. So if you don't have a very good internet connection, you might want to consider doing 24 frames per second. I know you want the 30 frames or the 60 frames, but really it's not necessary for things like a church service. If you were live streaming, say, a football game, yeah, sure, we definitely want to try to get those higher frames per second. It's going to be smoother, better looking for that high, fast action. But 24 frames per second for somebody talking a product review, it's going to be good for it. All right, so we got that set. We're going to hit apply, and we're going to hit OK. You can see our screen changed again. It went back down. I think this is 720, but we're going to hold shift and we're going to pull this to fill the screen. And there we go. Now we've got that 1080 there. All right, so that is set up. All right, so then from here, what we want to do, let me just show you, is we're ready to rock and roll. And so we got everything set up here, and then we're going to hit, very simply, start streaming. Then let's go over here, open up YouTube, and we're going to see this go live. We can see excellent connection there, so that's good. Takes a couple seconds to get it going to where we're going to see some video. All right, again, I think I chose normal latency, so we're seeing that here now. And I want to let's turn this, see my messy desktop. All right, but now you can see in real time, there it is. All right, so you can tell there's definitely a lag in the video, right? Wave over here. OBS is going to be real time. That's what is happening now. YouTube, this is what your audience is seeing. You can see that was probably 5-second delay or so. But now we're live, right? And so then as we're live, you can, greet your audience, right? And then as the audience is chiming in, they might say down over here, hey, what's up? And then you can chat as well while we're watching this. Welcome to the chat. Where are you guys tuning in from? Right? You can start shouting out people. Again, this is for like a head-on shot, right? But if this was a church service, you'd have someone who's dedicated to running the stream, and they'd be back here, welcoming people, say, hey, good morning, glad to have you guys. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And then meanwhile, worship is going on the video, or maybe the pastor's teaching and preaching. And then you can, of course, get more complex than this, adding different scenes into OBS. So just if we wanted to add another scene, so say we wanted to add a kind of an intermission or add an announcement type rotator, right? So we'll say intermission, right? Or maybe you have a intro video or something like that. So then we'd add a new scene, add a new source. We're going to go to media source here. All right, we'll just keep it called media source. And I'm going to go ahead and find one of the videos. So here we go. This is an invite to our Easter service. We're going to drop it in there. And you could have it even loop. If it's something that's continuous, you click loop, or we could just uncheck that. And then down here it says show nothing when playback ends. We don't want it to be blank when that ends, but so it should go to the next source, right? And then we can see that's way too big for that. And your audience would be seeing this real time. So you definitely want to set up your scenes beforehand. All right, this is a 4K video. That's why it's massive compared to our 1080, but there we go. That's pretty good for now. But now you can see that it's going. We want to click play. And there it goes, right? So then our stream, they would be seeing this as well. And now There you go. All right, so it's pretty cool. All right, and then of course, after your video plays, maybe it's an intro or whatever, we go back to live. Hey, welcome back. We're glad to have you guys today. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got any questions, drop it in the chat, etc., etc. You can see what I'm saying and where I'm going with this. But that is the basics. And then when we want to stop the stream, very simply, we can hit stop streaming here. All right, and then we're going to see here on YouTube that our connection is going to eventually die out, but we also want to go here, end stream, and then it asks you, your stream will stop immediately. Yes, we want that, so end, and then we're done. Congratulations, right? Remember, the next time you want to go live, you will have to come back to the dashboard to start your next stream. All right, gives you some cool stuff like that. And then right after you're done, if you were like at home or in your office and you did this live, we could actually edit this in the studio. So we could clip off the first front part of it, right, where we're just kind of waiting for people to join. And we can cut off the back end of it where maybe it was just kind of just dragging out for too long. So we can edit there. But anyways, we'll dismiss. And then what you can see, if you wanted to find your stream, you go to Studio, the homepage, Content, go to your Live tab here, and then you're going to see your stream right here, right? And then if you wanted to go public again, we could click Public. Unlisted, that would mean you'd unlisted, so it's not public, but you could send a link to someone and they could get it. And then private is that you're going to see it unless you share it with somebody. All right, and then here we can delete forever. You can edit the description, the title, all that good stuff. But so that's how you guys can set up a YouTube live stream for your church, your ministry, for your solo content creator, entrepreneur journey. Thanks for joining me today. If this video was helpful, make sure that you like the video and also subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more videos like this. And if you have any questions about live streaming, what kind of gear to use, lighting, audio, video, let us know in the chat and we'll be quick to get back to you. And if there is a big enough audience that wants to hear more about a certain subject or a problem that you have, we will make a video to help you solve it and also to help others. So let us know how we can help you in the chat there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.